Taka Murakami.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for Chicago, center fielder.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Ball one, no strikes. And that one almost got him. In the air, center field. Butler settles under this one. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. Last half of the eighth coming up. White Sox 7 and the A's 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Mike Vasil.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Here comes the 0-1. There's the swing and a miss. Good job to fight that one off.
That's a ball.
The other way. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So man aboard, Dalton Rushing up next for the A's. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 7-2. And the 1-0. That one missed. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-1.
Ball, that's down.
1 on, nobody out. A run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that chops in for a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Ball, that's out.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Ball 3.
In the dirt. First and second here, no outs. And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So back to the top of the order. Jacob Wilson will hit next. And a little something extra at stake in this. comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jordan Leisure gets the ball now.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Fouls away the first offering. Bases loaded, nobody out. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Right through there for a strike. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Rushing at third. Geloff on second. Kemp at first. One gone. Inside, backs him off again. That is ball four, and that'll bring home a run.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Big at bat for Brent Rooker now.
Right fielder, Brent Rooker.
Fastball for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Bases loaded. One away.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The tying run at the plate. Hit on the ground, might be two. Montgomery tossed to second, and that's two. Through 8 full, White Sox 7 and the A's 3. And we're back. Digging in, Colson Montgomery.
Shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
This one in the air, center field. Butler gets under it. And there's one away.
Up next for the White Sox, third baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Next to hit, Kyle Teel. Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in easily. High fly ball out to center field. Butler under this one. 2 away now.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman Chase Mydroff.
White Sox making a move for pinch hitter Tater Todd Chang. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. Runner on the go on the ground right side. Has some trouble with it. The flip, but it's not in time. Base hit. Tater Todd Chang with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
First, the White Sox making a move for pinch hitter number 13, looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. Puts a bunt down, and that's just foul. The White Sox trying to break this one open here at the top of the 9th. Bunting, and he pops it up to first, and the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple, but they still lead at 7-3. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom.
Ball.
And he pumps it a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That just misses. Full count now. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The kick, the 3-2. And they'll do it again.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jordan Leisure will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Grant Taylor.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Quick move to first, and he's back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Taylor, in his second season, he features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Got on playing with that pitch, not as far away, but out there a little bit, but he let it travel, tracked it, didn't try to pull it. And that's something that can help you get going, get on track. Maybe a little bit too late in this ball game, but you just never know.
He makes the grab.
Up next for the A's, catcher
2 aboard with 1 out. And now here's the A's catcher, Dalton Rushing.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Taylor. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode.
Paredes to second. The double play ends it right here.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
My love, be you.